Hey y'all, I'm Laura Wilkinson. I am partners with Amanda McMaster over on the Plexus Power team, and I am so glad that you're here because that means you're a new ambassador and you want to grow your business. So welcome. This is part 3 of our new ambassador training, and today I want to talk to you guys about building your team, specifically sharing and posting and following up with new people with potentials. So momentum is essential to grow your team quickly. And how do you get that momentum? You have to be excited. I am sure you've heard Amanda say that so many times in her videos. Be excited, be excited, as she grabs her inner Tamara Holloway there with her southern twang. But it's true, you've got to be excited. When you are excited, it's like a fire and it catches. Everybody just catches that fire. It's contagious, you know? And when you're excited and you stay excited, your team will be excited, your customers will be excited. It's amazing what your belief and your excitement that you project onto people and you explain to people, it's catchy and they catch it too and they fall in love with it. And that is really, really important, especially when you're first getting people, that they start on a great note and they are excited to do this journey. Now, the very first thing I want to talk about is sharing. Okay, now when you share, you first need to decide how you want to share. Do you want to share on Facebook? Do you want to share in person? Like what's kind of your personality? What do you like to do? Now, Facebook is obviously the easiest way. It's the largest network reaching the widest audience that you can be connected to. It's just super easy. It's a click away. But some people are more conversationalists and they love to do this in person. So whatever you want to do, you make a game plan and you kind of stick to it. Okay, you've got to decide if I want to post on Facebook, if I want to do this in person, or if I want to kind of split it. You really need to decide what is going to be a good fit for you and stick with it. And even I would even recommend making a calendar. I think it is so helpful, especially for everybody's so busy these days. So if you can make a calendar of what you're going to do for your Plexus, whether you're going to post on these days and on these other days, I'm going to go out and meet new people and hand out business cards. You know, come up with a game plan, whatever fits you and your personality, and start with that. You can always modify it, but write it down because it makes it so much easier to follow. And then you can always look back on the day and say, oh, did I do this? I haven't yet. I need to get on that. But something I do want you to note is the people who are really having the quickest team growth and the highest income earners in Plexus, they post on Facebook every day, at least one time a day, every single day. So that is super important, that consistency. And it's not just Plexus. They're not just spewing Plexus onto people and being this like infomercial. They're doing like maybe a Plexus post, a creative Plexus post usually, and then personal things as well. You need to balance it out. Your friends don't want a commercial all the time. They want to see you. They want to hear from you, and they're probably going to be interested in what you're doing because they're your friends. So it's a nice balance that you have to find there. And so that consistency also plays into not just that you're consistently putting the information out there for people to see, because people aren't going to see every single post. I don't know if you've noticed, but that news feed can go fast. And as people comment on things, new posts come up to the top. And a lot of times we miss stuff. We miss stuff from very good friends. We're like, how did I not know you got married? Or something huge like that. So it's really important to try different times of day, see what kind of connects with people, where you're getting the most traffic. You know, you got to try a few different things, but that's also why the daily consistency is important. And if you stop, say you go on vacation for 2 weeks and you don't post at all, people are going to think it's a fad. They're going to start to become kind of skeptical if you suddenly start posting again. Okay, well, what is this? If it's really that good, where did it go? How come I haven't heard from it for a while? You know, it starts to breed some skepticism inside people when you stop posting or you're not consistent. So whether it's 2 or 3 times a week or you're going to post daily, stick with it. Make that calendar to help you be accountable and stick with that consistent plan. Now, another way to do that, if you're, I can be super busy. I got 3 preschoolers. Maybe you guys can relate to that. So my brain is just like, well, sometimes, and I can't remember what's going on. So I love schedulers. And I'm talking about apps like Hootsuite and Buffer. Buffer is my new favorite. You can use these on your phone. You can use them on your computer, either way. But it is a great way to plan out your posts for the day, for a couple weeks. I mean, you can do it as long as you want. And I love doing that at least first thing in the morning to plan out what I'm going to do that day, or at the beginning of the week, sometimes for a couple days, or if I know I'm going to have a certain day that I won't be able to post on the go, I plan out the post for that day. It's just great because you can add your picture, you can add your links, you can put your text in there, and you can say, I want it to post to this social media at this time, and it will do it. And so you can be out tra-la-la-ling on your vacation or whatnot, and you're still gonna have your Facebook posts show up with either your Plexus posts or your personal posts, but you can stay consistent that way. So that's a nice trick to help you guys start out to kind of get in that routine and that habit of being consistent. Now, on your actual posts, this is very important. And I bet you've never heard it before, but you have to be excited. You guys, you have to be excited when you're going to sit down and write a post. I know it sounds super silly, but have you ever spoken to someone on the phone who talks like this and it's really just kind of boring and you kind of want to fall asleep because they're talking like this? But when you start to smile, I mean, even when you're not in a happy mood, but when you smile, your voice just sounds nicer and it's more appealing and it's more fun and you sound happier. So you guys, be excited when you sit down to write down your posts. Even if it's been a hard, long day, remember that these products are amazing. They have changed thousands of lives and are changing more every day. They are giving people health and financial freedom all the time. This is something worth being excited about, and you need to share it with people. And just think, if you don't share it, somebody else is going to miss out because you didn't share this opportunity with them. So be excited when you sit down to write that post, and that will come out in the words that you write. And there's a lot of different ways you can do your posts. I think sometimes we get stuck, like, well, what am I supposed to write about? How do I do it? Well, a great way to start is by friending other ambassadors on our team. Watch what other ambassadors are doing. See how they do it. See what looks good to you. You can even copy and paste some of those things. I never hit the share button. Download the picture, copy the text, then you can put it in your own post, because you don't want to click share and just put other people's stuff out there. People want to hear directly from you. And it's fine to copy and paste a story, but always make sure at the top you're putting your own words in there. Why is this testimonial such a big deal to you that you would share it with all of your friends? Why do you think it's so amazing? Is this an issue your mom dealt with and you really hope that she could have the same results from Plexus as this person did? Or is this an issue, man, this is the same thing I'm facing. I really want to have this result too. Those are great ways to do it. Put your own spin on it, make it your own, even for somebody else's story. And let me make sure I'm not missing anything in my notes here. If you are kind of stuck and you're like, I feel like I haven't seen a good Plexus post in a while, go up in the search bar at the top of Facebook and type in Plexus and then a keyword like MS or cancer or thyroid issues or, you know, something. You'll be amazed at the stuff that comes up in your feed there once you search for that. So that can give you some more ideas on how to find things. You can go to the Plexus Journeys page for ambassadors that has all of those different testimonials. That's a great place to grab testimonials. You follow some of the diamonds that you see in the videos on YouTube and on the different Facebook team pages. Follow those diamonds. See what they do. See how they post. Emulate that. I mean, they're obviously successful. Watch what they do. Learn from them. It's a great, great learning tool. And so, you know, I've kind of mentioned your friends and family want to hear about you, not just the products. So please don't just always post a picture of ProBio 5 or all the products and say, these products are great. You want to buy them? I mean, don't be a commercial. We don't want to be salesy. We're here to share Plexus with people. It is a gift, and it's a gift you want to share, because if you don't share it, they are missing out. Give them the opportunity to say no. So it's a gift that you want to share. You need to have that kind of perspective on it too. This isn't about how can I do this? How can I be better at this? We need to have the thought process of how can I serve these people reading my posts? How can I serve my friends? How can I help them? You know, start listening to what your friends are telling you. What are they struggling with? Is it allergies? Is it their weight? Are they tired and run down? Do they have high blood pressure? What are they talking about? What are they posting about on Facebook? Start listening to their concerns and their struggles. Start reading what their needs are, and then start posting things that line up with those. They're going to be watching. They are going to be watching. You don't even have to contact them directly. Just start posting about the issues you know that they're dealing with, and they will see them. They will see them. Let's see. And cannot forget to post a picture, you guys. I know maybe it's hard to find a picture every single time. Google is our friend when it comes to pictures to share on Facebook. But I tell you what, if I see a big block of text this big with somebody's story, I am not going to read it. I am just going to scroll right on by because I'm not in the mood to read a novel. I'm on Facebook. I'm just checking my social media. But if I see a really cool, inviting picture or a great picture or a, wow, oh my goodness, what is that? Or how did that happen? That's when I stop. and that's when I read, and that's when I click on that picture to read it more. So always have a picture with it. Even if you can't find a picture of the person's testimony or this, find something related, just a picture that's going to pop and that's going to make them stop and at least read the first line or two of your post, because that's what brings them in. And then when they see that it's personal and it's you talking, then they're going to look at the whole thing. That's how it works. That's the best way to share, best way to post. Now that you've got these awesome posts and you're sharing on a daily basis, people are going to start to message you. And y'all be patient if it's slow at first. Sometimes it takes people seeing this stuff for a while. But they will start to message you and they're going to ask questions. And so the first thing you need to do is grab that email address. Ask them what their health goals are and ask them what their email address is. And then send them some information, include the product ingredients list and include the pricing list on that first email. And then tell them, make sure it's not just a form letter that you have. I know we have kind of standard forms that you can use, but make it personal to them. Talk to them at the beginning. If you know what they're struggling with, or you can relate to that, or somebody that is, put that in there. Make it personal. You know what they're going through. You can relate to them. And then at the end too, close it out, with, hey, I hope we can really help you meet this goal. I really want to help you feel better. Whatever it is, make sure they know it's personal and it's from you, and this isn't just more stuff for them to look at. Make it personal. And you can also add them to the health and weight loss testimonials on Team Eichenhorst. That is a great resource, especially for people who are kind of like, I don't really know about this stuff. Is it really legit? When they can go into the testimonial page and use that little magnifying glass at the top to search for keywords and see all these testimonials that come up for that certain issue, that's very powerful. It speaks volumes. It really does. Let's see. And now follow up. So you've sent these emails, you've done all these steps right, you've got these interested people, and now you're not hearing anything from them. It's just crickets out there, right? Well, you don't want to hammer them. You don't want to nag them all the time. So I'd wait 3 to 7 days, depending on, the time of the week or whatever it is. Wait a few days and then contact them again and make it short. Just, hey, do you have a chance to read over the Plexus stuff that I sent you? Do you have any questions? What are your questions for me? What questions do you have for me? Just simple, short and simple, maybe 2 sentences like that, and give them a chance to respond. And if they don't, or if they say they have, it's not a good time, I need to wait a little bit, be patient. If you don't hear anything, I'd wait another week or 2 and then try again. And then wait another 4 weeks or so, try again. Just keep trying. I've even had some people that have told me no, but I don't even take them off my list. I put the little gray bar around them and I say, okay, they've told me no, but I don't think they're gone yet. Because I told Rachel, our upline, I told her no several times, and it took me a year. But I finally said yes, and now I love this business and I love the products. And yeah, so I know there are going to be holdouts out there, but be patient. The one thing that kept me interested was that she kept posting. She was so consistent, and I read those amazing stories over and over and over again. And that's really what brought me in. So definitely don't just write them off if they say no, but also give them time, be patient with them. Some people may be interested, but they don't really feel like they have a need for them yet. But maybe in 6 months, they or somebody they know will have that need, and they'll know to come to you. They'll already know. And that's great to have in your back pocket. So something else you can do each time you do follow up, just, hey, have you gotten a chance to look at this? Maybe add a little testimonial, because their issue is weight loss, then add a little weight loss testimonial. Or if their issue is high blood pressure, add a little blood pressure testimonial, or a video, or a link about gut health and how that can help their issue. Just maybe a little tidbit each time, not overloading them with information, but just a little something they can look into on the side, almost as an afterthought in the email. Just to keep them interested and to keep them thinking is always helpful too. And when we have sales or incentives going on, that is a great time to reach out to the people on your potentials list. Anytime, that's just, I keep a spreadsheet, a really big spreadsheet of all the people that have contacted me or I've contacted that are interested, and I have all their email addresses. I have the last date of contact. I have how many times I have followed up with them. I have what they have told me that their health goals are, what products I've recommended to them. Maybe I have little notes on the side too, like one friend lives in Australia, so I need to remind her to click the Australian flag. I have another friend who is closing on her house in a month, so I made a little note, okay, contact her after the house is closed, because she wanted to wait for that. But then I know when I can contact her again. So it's really helpful to kind of keep notes of all these things so that when to reach back out to these people. And when you have a sale or something going on, then you have this list of people that you can go through and pick out all these email addresses and send them this sale or incentive going on. Be like, hey, I remember you were interested, but maybe the time wasn't right or the price wasn't right, but this is a great way to jump in because we have this, you know, discount going on or something right now. So that's a great way to reach out and touch base with them. And they feel like you're just there to give them a deal. So that's everybody loves a deal, right? So that's always a great way to check back in with people. So I think the biggest part of building your team is stay excited, be excited. That will keep them excited, because remember, excitement catches fire. It is very contagious. We want to share consistently. You want to share personally from your heart, have your own words in it, and be excited when you're posting. Always add a picture. You want to capture email addresses. You want to follow up with people and go for those no's. Go for those no's, because the more no's you get, the closer you're getting to yeses. It will take time, you guys. Be patient, but it will come. We are not, I love, Jen Hawkins said this on a diamond training I listened to last night. She said, we are not hunters, we are farmers. So we need to plant the seeds right now, and we'll reap that harvest when the time is right. All right, you guys, go plant some seeds.